Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here. So it's time to find out what book number 3 is and then to open my gifts from Janet. So this is book number 3. Let's unwrap and see which one it is. Also, book number 3 is a really exciting one. It is the Untamed State by Roxane Gay. I've had this for quite a while. It's been one that I've really wanted to pick up, and this is set in Haiti and it involves a kidnapping and for ransom. I've heard it's really dark, so I can't wait for this one. I'm really excited. So let me get my Haiti parcels and we'll see what's in there. Okay, so I've got my little scroll to tell me from Janet why she picked the things. So let's open that first. So I'm not going to look on the back, but I am going to read about Haiti, what Janet has found out. So it says, Hispaniola is the 22nd largest island in the world, located in the Caribbean island group. It's the 2nd largest island in the Caribbean after Cuba and the 10th most populous island in the world. 2 sovereign nations share the island. The Spanish-speaking Dominican Republic controls the eastern 5/8 of the island, while French-speaking Haiti controls the western 3/8, making the Dominican Republic 67% larger than Haiti. Hispaniola is the site of the first permanent European settlement in the Americas, founded by Christopher Columbus on his journeys in 1492 and 1493. Wow, that sounds really interesting. Right, so let's open these parcels. So I've got my little helper here who's going to help me open them. We have to do it so everyone can see. Right, can you rip? Let's hold it up so everyone can see. It says, wow. This says Parks London Black Magic. It's a beautiful candle. Wow, this looks really beautiful.
It smells really beautiful.
Does it smell nice?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells really, really lovely. It's got cedar, vetiver, patchouli, orange and clove. I'm going to be lighting this while I read, even if it is hot, I don't mind. Okay, so parcel number 2. Wow. In parcel number 2 are some Thornton's rum truffles. So, oh, lovely. Oh, she knows how to treat me. Okay, and then our final Haiti parcel, parcel number 3, is pistachio nuts. Okay, I'm intrigued. I love pistachio nuts. Let's have a look at the back. So it says pistachio nuts. Oh, they're all produce of Haiti. So Haiti produces pistachio, rum and vetiver. Oh, okay. So Haiti produces vetiver, which is really interesting. So, wow, I've got some really lovely gifts here. I can't wait to light my candle and eat my chocolates and pistachios. So I shall be doing that while I read The Untamed State, and I will check back in with you when I finish to let you know my thoughts. So I'll see you in a sec. So it's a day later and I have now finished The Untamed State by Roxane Gay. And this one left me in a little bit of a quandary to begin with, because there was a lot happening, and so there was a pace to it, but I just felt like I wasn't connecting and things weren't, it's not they weren't making sense, because they were. I mean, the idea behind it really made sense. I just felt like we didn't have time to get to know the characters, and I was a bit put off by that. But I'm really pleased that I sort of sat down and really read a big chunk of it at a time, because what the story is about a young woman, her husband and their baby son Christophe. And they go to visit her parents in Haiti, where she was born and grew up for part of her life before they moved to America. And they've gone to visit on a holiday, and they've left the gates of her father, who is a very wealthy businessman in Haiti. And they've been surrounded, and she has been brutally beaten and kidnapped, leaving her husband and son in the driveway, or at the end of the driveway, not knowing what's happened to her, and she's been victim of a kidnapping. The kidnappers give her father a ransom, and we're following her time where she is kidnapped. And then during that time, we're also learning about what led to this point, her meeting her husband, her life, her family, and their story. And actually that's where it starts to build a connection with you, and you get to know these people. And I thought, oh, you know, the end of the book is going to be whatever happens, you know, does she get free, what happens? But actually that comes about halfway to 2/3, probably halfway through the book. And the second half of the book, which is split into book 2, is taking us through the aftermath of that, because often I think we don't see what happens to these victims of these types of crimes until afterwards. So it's not a spoiler really, but I think it's important to say there's a large amount of violence in this, and there is very high triggers for rape and physical assault, and so you should be aware of that. And there is PTSD mentioned in this, and we're following how this woman feels after what has happened to her and the ordeal she's gone through, and how that affects her relationship with her husband and her relationships with her family, about how they dealt with it, and you know, how they handled things, and the kidnapping, and how they handled the ransom. And it's really, that is the main part of this story, is watching her pick up the pieces after the fact. And I really appreciated that. It's something that you don't always see, and I thought that that was the really strong part of the book. Before I got to the second half, I was thinking this will be a 3 stars, it's okay, it's a little bit you know, brutal, but it's an okay read. And then when I read this second part, it pushed itself up to a really solid 4-star read. So I'm really pleased that I read this finally. It's been on my shelf for quite a while, and I definitely recommend it. It's harrowing, but it's a really interesting look at human nature and survival. So there's that one. So I'll catch you in my next one to find out which book will be my 4th book and my 4th country. Bye for now, BookTube.